Welcome to Let's Play Final Fantasy Adventure. I promised this over the past weekend, and I got pretty busy, so we're going to go ahead and try to do a 2-hour episode today. I have streamed this once before. It was 10 hours long. It completely had zero audio at all. But that stream has the, what's the word I'm thinking of here? I guess honor of being the episode, the series, the game, where I first met our moderator and loyal friend Tiro. I'm gonna need his help again this time because I do not remember a lot of details about this game. Mount Illusia. I wonder if that was a translation change, or if that actually was what that was called. Dark Lord, fantastic name for a villain. It definitely says what he is. I don't think the Dark Lord is going to be your best buddy. And we will go with the traditional same name I always use. I have no idea what I'm going to name her, so let's just go with, crap, I'm thinking here. I don't remember what I named her in the last run. I'm just gonna give her a shortened name of my female character name. Anytime I make a female in a game, I name it Nanami, so we'll just go with that. Ah, the black and white, 4 collars. Colors. Now, I do believe the original word used there was not Glyph, but Grans. Grans. I was trying to figure out what the Japanese pronunciation would be and try to match that up. Have not yet decided what kind of a run this is going to be. Last time we did a pure magic run. Mana is in danger now. They don't waste any time setting this up. I would certainly hope so, because I'm completely lost. Well, let's go with the death count again, as we did in Illusion of Gaia and other streams. So far, we are at death count 1, and the game has only been going for about 10 minutes tops. Familiarize ourselves with the controls again. Now, originally, I've read that Square had a copyright for this game set up before Final Fantasy I even released. It was supposed to be on the NES, but that did not happen. People who pre-ordered this game ended up getting a letter from them saying, we apologize, but look forward to Final Fantasy. Ended up on the Game Boy, which I don't think is a big issue. It was a pretty must-own killer app for the handheld. Amanda always really depressed me as a kid. I think I played this first when I was like maybe 6, 7 years old. Oh, hey there, Eddie. How's it going? Have you not ever actually seen Final Fantasy Adventure played through? Or Seiken Densetsu? Final Fantasy Gaiden, Seiken Densetsu, Legend of the Holy Sword is pretty much the translation of that. For obvious reasons, we got it called Final Fantasy due to marketing. It's not a bad game. It's, like I said, pretty much... It's gotta be in my top 3 Game Boy games. I would go as far as to say that. A lot of mainstays from the Seiken Densetsu series definitely started here. If you ignore the really basic dialogue, it really has a pretty decent story for a game that's so small. So we've got a plot device who is a girl. I named a girl, that's pretty self-explanatory. Makes me feel like Jaqen H'ghar from Game of Thrones. A girl is the key. A girl has been named. Ah, snap. I should have named the girl Arya. Too late. I'm not going back just for that. Where am I? That's a damn good question, me. Well, according to the map, I'm somewhere in the central... It's not a bad-sized map, really. It may even be bigger than the original Zelda's map. I think that was 16 by 8. Frickin' love this world map theme. So fantastic. And I was waiting to actually start the stream before I made the announcement, but due to the netplay issues that Dying Tiro and I are having, that we still need to work out, but I have full faith that we will. I did a stream of Seiken Densetsu 3 back in the day that did actually end up working with netplay, so after this, if we've not got netplay working yet, I'm definitely considering sort of on it. If it comes immediately after this, it'll be perfect in terms of just comparison, so I think it's not a bad idea. And Tiro will also be a big help with that, as he has far more experience with the game than I do. Okay, well, let's try something new. How about, when I get a level up, I let the viewers choose my level up type. Go for it. Am I going power, wisdom, stamina, or will? Power's just gonna make me a physical fighter. Wisdom will make me magical. Stamina's gonna make me more durable, and will make me able to do special attacks faster. And I'm seeing in the chat here, Tiro has mentioned fall count 1. So I guess in addition to death counts, story-related death counts. We're going to keep track of how many times, my character falls, or any character falls. Regardless, I know it's more than a few. We'll just hang out here until the chat lag catches up to the game, and someone chooses for me. Tiro's nephew suggests power. Let's go for it. So, it looks like power is not going to help my magic at all, but it will make me stronger and slightly better at special attacks and help my stamina for, what is that, higher HP? I don't quite remember. Maybe it's just my defense and my HP is independent of that. Alright, I forgot you gotta smash up the boxes. These little guys with cat ears will later be known as goblins. And we've got our mushbooms here. Town above me, so let's go ahead and check that out, I guess. She doesn't look old enough to be calling me young man, but I mean, I guess it makes sense if my character's like 13, which is pretty standard for JRPG tropes. A Dark Lord is looking for a girl. I don't know. I've heard about her. Oh, I can hold the button to make text go faster. There we go. He used to be a gallant knight, but not anymore. I wonder what that pertains to. Ah, right, villagers in the way. Topple, that's a name that'll come back and be referenced in later games. No, I'm good. This turban guy, I believe his name is Mr. Moti. I could be wrong, but I know he shows up in pretty much every game in the series. The shopkeeper dude. Simple dialogue, very effective. Sets up the backstory of the world. A little bit of lore. Well, I know that I'm not going to need a key immediately, but I will need one pretty soon. I'm going to hold out and really hope that I find one in a treasure chest, but we'll come back and get that if I need it. Can't remember if I need that. Extremely simple town. You may have heard the lawnmower out there. I will attempt to mute the mic when that comes by. Help! Hasim? So we got a very clear mission objective. Everyone's telling me to go see Bogard. Dead Willie, dead Hasim, death count number 2, fall count number 1. better save. One aspect I love about this game is the fact that it lets you talk to your party members. She is incredibly overpowered. She's definitely, anytime she's with me, I'm gonna be abusing that heal power, like, just non-stop. I'm gonna need your help, audience, to remember how to save. Anyone who's seen one of my streams before knows that I am notorious about not saving. Not worth it to try to kill the Lilibud. Lilibud and Marmalade, I think what those things are called. At least in Secret of Mana, that's what they were referred to as. Unless I'm getting my names right, or wrong. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. I'll just kill rabbits, mushbooms, and goblins until then. Very creative enemies. Oh, imp. Gotta kill the imps. Alright, what are we going for level-wise, guys? I will say that lag definitely kind of hurts me here, in terms of asking for chat input. I'm guessing we're going to end up going with power again. Will, alright. Thank you very much. Tons of candy. We're just gonna hold on to this candy as long as we can. D. With any luck, it'll help me out later. Before candy comes, or becomes just totally outdated and pointless. Ah, these dudes. I could definitely use a little more magic power, but I don't have any magic yet, sadly. Or do I? I don't think I do. No, I don't get that until a little bit from now, I guess. These imps are nasty. Let's just think ahead here. For next time I level up, let's just go ahead and pick a stat to raise now. A man named Bogard. Typo number 1. Pendant. Okay, we got a plot MacGuffin here. Vandole, that's a name to remember. power? Okay, I can do that. It'll certainly hurt me, or help me hurt things. So we're looking for Siba now. Or Siba. Matic. The east side of the mountains, alright. And Wendell. We'll see lots of Wendell in this series as we go. There are fan theories regarding the chronology of these games, where each one takes place and whatnot. It doesn't seem to me that they are directly connected, but I want to believe they are. Certain things that happen in this game are pretty referenced in the next game, so... I mean, granted, it could just be fan service, a little callback for people who had played the original. I want to believe there's more to it than that. Now, I do remember that this game has a steep difficulty spike, probably a few hours in. Oh man, I'm getting wrecked. We might have player death count 1 shortly if I'm not careful. We're gonna try not to let that happen, though. We're gonna go for his... Oh, that was close. Okay, let's go. And we got our first dungeon. I always like to check the walls, because some of these walls are secret entrances. That one was not. We'll equip our Matic? I don't know. Irrelevant. All special items can be used by hitting the B button. But items, spells, any of that, that's pretty much maps to one button due to Game Boy limitations. So we're going to be in that menu switching it up quite a bit. Heal me, please. And we're going power. Suggestions welcome for level 4 coming up down the road. Yeah, that was a waste. But you never know, you gotta check inside pots, under rocks, all sorts of stuff in these games. Cut down bushes, hope for rupees. The Zelda influences in this game are definitely very, very noticeable. And I can't say that's a bad thing. From back in what I refer to as the Golden Age of Zelda, I do enjoy new Zelda games, but the original 3 or 4 are just fantastic in my mind. I'll let her heal me real quick and head to the next screen. Oh, hey, Rabbi. Take a look at the map and see where we are. We got quite a bit of ways to go to get to Wendell. That's that town in the southeast corner there. Anyone who has trouble with their cardinal directions, north, east, south, and west, just imagine the compass as a clock. In clockwise fashion, it spells news. N-E... No, it doesn't. N-E-S-W. Well, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's N-E-S-W. Point being, east is right, and left is west. That's what you need to remember. Everyone knows north and south. Battle axe for 150, I'll buy it. Lemon Kitsune in the chat says that the Zelda influences are actually not as big as I think, considering that this game came out after Zelda 2. I was not aware that this came out after Zelda 2, but that's definitely an interesting piece of information. I think we need more games like Zelda 2, honestly. I did not have as big of a problem with it as many did. It was very difficult, I'll say that. But I've actually never beaten it. Lillibutts. And Tiro adds, A Link to the Past came out 4 to 6 months before Final Fantasy Adventure. And Lemon Kitsune adds that it is news because it's stated north, east, west, south when people say it. Alright, that makes sense. Ah! Respawn! Yes, thank you, Tiro. Save. And why not? We'll eat a candy just because we can. Did we have a specification for what stat we're going to raise at level 5 yet? I really need to get better at dodging enemies. I would like to at least get through the second boss today. I do have some obligations. I'm very near the end of Final Fantasy XIV. If people would like, I don't mind streaming that as well. I'm pretty much at the point right now where I'm going to be, I'll come back to that. I've got 16 quests before the end of the main story, before we start getting into additional stuff and expansion. Well, not expansion, update. The expansion I'm not going to get to for quite a while. Oh boy, heal me please. Lemon Kitsune adds, in Japan, this came out in November of 1990, and A Link to the Past came out in April 91. My thoughts on this are, regardless, it definitely has a Zelda 1 feel to it. I'm not necessarily saying they totally ripped it, because it has a lot of Final Fantasy in it as well. I mean, but to be fair, Zelda does not exactly have the market cornered on overhead action-adventure games. It's locked. I'm trying to think. I know there were a lot of other games on the NES that had similar style. There was Crystalis. I don't know when that one actually came out. Does anyone else? And yeah, I'll wait on this screen for just a minute if anyone wants to give me a stat to raise. But it's basically first come, first serve in terms of who posts first. Okay, Lemon Kitsune adds that Crystalis is 1988 and one of their favorite NES games. I've never finished it. I started it out, it was pretty fun. It's not a matter of I didn't enjoy it enough to continue, so much as just a matter of, I got a lot of games. It's really hard to focus on any of them. Just one more second, and I'll just go ahead and make a decision if not. That was in reference to Tiro telling Lemon to pick a stat. Wisdom, alright. Thank you very much, Tiro and Lemon. That cake keeps me kinda even. Etrian Odyssey Untold 2, that's the, is that the remake? I've always been very interested in those games. The entry level is just so high, like, I want to know what I'm doing ahead of time. Would you recommend against that? Would you suggest I just jump in and start playing? Or do a little bit of research on character classes and what abilities I may or may not want to learn? Welcome to Kets. The Western Room. Mr. Lee. So we got north, east, south, west. Let's check out these occupied rooms anyway, just for funsies. Hey, we got a little white mage. That's adorable. Lizardman's nest is to the south. They've got the key. Okay, that's good to know. Mystic Mirror reveals people's true colors. The man here threw it away in a cave. I'm seeing a few little plot bits here that I might be able to pick up on shortly. Lemon Kitsune recommends just jumping into Etrian Odyssey. The game has a dozen different party or solo setups because normal and expert difficulty are incredibly grindy, and it turns off a lot of new players to the series if they do. It reminds me a lot of like the original like Shin Megami Tensei games. That first-person dungeon view. Okay, now I'm getting Cure Magic, okay. I guess it's a good thing that I chose Wisdom last time. Get me a little bit more magical ability. If I'm just starting out, however, it's oh, wait, new victim. That's not good. Ah, lovely, I've lost my source of free heals. I believe the original Japanese name for this place was Vinket Hall. My friend, no. And he's just gonna take that for an answer. He's just gonna just walk away without. That's lovely. Alright, let's go look for her outside, I guess. Getting back to the chat, Lemon says, if just starting out, it's recommended to use story mode on Picnic because normal and expert difficulty are great. Okay, I already read that part. I was combining two messages. The only Etrian Odyssey that I have is actually the original one. I'm debating whether or not I want to just start with the remake of the original or not. Okay, we got Lizardmen here. While I'm thinking about it, let's put Cure Magic on. And I got LeBron's key. There we go. Oh, we got a red mage here, huh? Oh, I'm still gonna equip Cure. Many girls have disappeared in that place. They must be kept in the caskets at the basement. That's twisted, man. I don't like that. Yes, I think I would like some help from you, mysterious stranger that has long white hair, and, well, I assume it is. It could be any color, given that this only has a 4-color palette. Scary abominations, let's use one of my pures. Oh, no good. That's death number 1. Well, good thing I saved, I guess. So we're at 2 story deaths, 1 player death, and 1 fall. Okay, so it suggested that I go ahead and start with Eterno Odyssey Millennium Girl, which is the same as the original, but with a story mode with more lore. Tiro mentions that practically all the people sprites in this game are from Final Fantasy III on the NES. That's something I'm going to have to look out for when we actually get to that. I know that I've had a lot of pressure to get back to the Final Fantasies, and I would like to do that. I was so close to starting 3. I wouldn't say we're running short on time, but we definitely need to be aware. It's been probably about 45 to 50 minutes. For new people, I do these in 2-hour episodes. Makes it a little bit more digestible, and so that when I transfer to YouTube, I don't have to do any editing. It's just preset to the proper amount of time. Wrong button. 2 MP for a cure, that's not bad. Hey there, buddy. Let's go. I keep going to the equip screen when I want magic. Oh, wow. What can you add? Some walls may be broken with Star or Matic. Well, I already knew that. Come on, get this guy, buddy. I don't have any magic. Oh, he can't do it either. Yeah, he can. Okay, there's that key that I was hoping to get. Yes, I know I had the mic off. I was having a conversation with my dad. I apologize. I figured he may not appreciate having that broadcast over the internet. So let me check and see what's up in the chat here. Tiro mentions never leave keys equipped, as it's all too easy to accidentally use them up. And then, by the way, Mike, none. Crossed with Logbridge, still no Mike. Right. My bad. That is also why I just went ahead and chose stamina, by the way. It was easier than stopping and asking, but for the sake of, making sure there's no hidden entrances. For the sake of surviving, I figured it wouldn't hurt to have a little bit of extra HP, though, so that's where I went with that logically. Oh, you didn't hear that because I turned the mic off when he came in. It was just pretty much, level up. Well, since you all missed out on the last level up, let me think here. If someone wants to make a suggestion, I'm fine with that. Otherwise, I'm going to go with wisdom just to get myself a little bit of extra MP. I'll give you all like about 30 seconds to make a decision, and then I'll go ahead and just do it. It's not a big deal. What I am looking forward to is thank you, Lemon. That's not bad. That is a pretty even. This makes me defensive and special at the moment. I'm looking forward to Seiken Densetsu 3. The fact that you choose your own stats in that, and I'll be having 2 other human players with me with full control of how they want to advance their stats. I think it's going to be very, very fascinating to see how that works out, like what people choose, even which characters people choose. My basic plan there was, hey, make a decision, go with it, and we'll worry about it later. Do not want it. No. Key. Well, I've wasted some keys here, but that's fine. I'll just go ahead and... this is about time the mic went off. I would have explained that this was just a... switch puzzle. That's one thing I like about this. The first Zelda game didn't have puzzles quite like this, but A Link to the Past, this definitely has some stuff in common with that when it comes to puzzles. I need to remember to start unequipping my keys. Something went wrong there. The wall made noises. Is this just a nothing room? Oh, this is a healing room, so I just wasted a key. I'm about to waste another one, possibly, unless this just opens. Yeah, it does. Oops. Forgot we want to switch weapons here. Skipping the Iron Gear earlier was pretty much just a matter of, well, let's make sure we've got plenty of money when I need to start buying keys and Maddox. And I've been poisoned again. That was me getting cocky. I knew he would appear, I just didn't expect it to be right there. I would like to beat my record from last time. I'd like to finish this in under 10 hours. Oh wow, not good. How convenient that I got one of those in here. That's probably a scripted drop. Accident, but a happy accident. Fountain is a safety room to save or grind in, Tiro adds. Is that... I can't remember. Are there more fountain rooms throughout the game? I feel like there were. Oh, no. Oh, that was such good timing. Let me think here. Power and wisdom. Let's go with one of each. I'm going to start with power. And we'll go with wisdom next. I may continue the whole viewers choose thing in a bit, but for the moment I just want to be strong enough not to die. Come on, get out of my way, buddy. And I knew I'd need a key for that. I have one left. Thank you. Scripted drops. Tiro thinks that's amusing, apparently. I guess it wasn't a scripted drop. I do remember having a hell of a time finding some items in here, in this game. It was probably just a happy accident. Let's go ahead and put the cure spell back on. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need that. I got my special attack fully charged. Oh, cool. There we go. Wow, the game actually just locked up on me? That's lovely. Good thing I've been saving. Let's just reset this here. Oh, no. Game didn't lock up. I don't know what that was all about, to be quite honest. little stupid? I really hate this weapon. So what I need to be doing is facing it and swinging. And let my buddy there just throw some random magic here and there. Okay, I think I got this thing's pattern down. I say as he gets me in the back. There we go. Don't have to worry about it. It's done. I got the magic book of fire, so now I can actually start doing some magical damage, and I've got my mirror. Red Mage wants the guy at Ketz to be shown the mirror to have his true colors shown. Booted from the dungeon. Tiro adds Mudmen and Bubbles are the first enemies that will need special attacks to kill, so hopefully my meter will be high enough by then that... Let's try it. Come on, guy. No, that doesn't work. Unless by special attacks you meant fire, in which case, there we go. I'll be honest, part of me does want to go pure magic again. Now that I'm actually shooting spells again, I forgot how fun it was. Plus, fire is so cheap that if I get enough MP, I can just keep casting and casting. I got another bronze key, I don't need that. In fact, I don't need the original bronze key. If I ever do, I'll just come back, but I don't see why I would. Okay, so by special tier it did mean fire. It looks like we'll definitely have enough time to finish up this dungeon, which I think will be a pretty damn good stopping place. Pardon my French. My apologies. Let's go ahead and keep that equipped. How are we on our weapons? What's strongest? I do a much better job with the axe, so let's use that right here. Welcome to Vinket Hall. Rooms ahead are occupied. Oh, gotcha. That's right, I'm supposed to use the item, aren't I? That's something I'm gonna have to get used to with this game. And I agree, Tira, the monster sprites in this game are fantastic. Ugh, grr, ugh, grr. That was simple. An owl. We will definitely run into the owls and the pumpkins. I can't remember what the pumpkins are actually called. Are they pumpskin? My defense is up a little bit, that helps. Really just realized that I should have probably interesting set of keys. I'm really just hope that I find one, but next time I get to a shop, we are gonna go all out and buy us like 8 keys. This is definitely a game where you need to keep track of enemy patterns. Well, that looks like a special door. Oh boy. Mice are poisonous. Good to know. Pumpkin bombs. Okay, that's what those things were called. How about the mice? Do the mice have a name? Poisonous, horrible mice that I want to kill from a distance. Alright, let's go wisdom. I want to see what these do. So let's see, 2 stamina, 1 power, 1 will. 2 will, 1 power, 1 stamina. So wisdom is going to be a little bit behind, possibly. What I'm mostly afraid about right now is not having enough MP to survive down the road. Later, when I get some MP recovering items, it'll be a different story, but for now... Oh, man. Zombies. Oh, I got a wisdom crystal. I forget what that does. Does anyone remember? Can someone look it up for me? Wow, these mice really charge at you. I don't like them. I'm gonna see if I can kill them from a diagonal angle. Let's save and let's take a look at the map. While I'm going to assume that these are human skeletons, I'm not going to count them in the death count. That's right, I thought they were magic. Another wisdom crystal. Oh, the mice can jump over stuff. Now I hate them even more. Cure. I know I'm gonna need a key shortly and not have it. Let's get rid of some of this candy. That's just clogging my inventory. I told you it would get quickly outclassed. Even I myself did not realize how quickly. Forgot about the fire bubbles. Let's take a look at the map before we continue. 8 rooms. Check the walls. Mice are were-rats, okay. I am so ready to get the item that replaces Maddox, but that's going to be a while from now, I'm sure. Up and down, I'm going to go up first because it's, well, maybe not. Up was the obvious one, but let's go down. Key. This has me very, very much looking forward to Sword of Mana. I've not played that in a very, very long time. So right now we're at 2 hits for Pumpkin Bombs. There's where I need a key. Sadly, this might be a case of come back later. No. The Ring Gods love me today. Exactly what I needed when I needed it. I won't count on being that lucky next time. And as suggested, let's go ahead and take the key off immediately. Get rid of one of these again. Got a chain. Okay, now I got a new weapon. This weapon is going to be fantastic for the time being. Tira requests permission to co-host Sword of Mana, or at least have a chat beforehand. Not only do you have permission to do that, you are more than welcome to, since you're going to be one of my other players during the other Mana streams. That would actually be fantastic. Did you say you had Ventrilo? I can't remember. I thought Dine was the one who didn't, but I don't want to swear to it. Let's try one of these Wisdom Crystals. No, that is not what I wanted. But now we know. I'll just get a level up. That should help. There we go. Thank you, Ring. So it looks like 2 more Wisdoms and 2 more Powers will have all of my stats evened out perfectly. And from there, we can start specializing. And I'm still at 2 hits regarding physical attacks, but I've got some more range thanks to this whip. Most of these weapons do make a comeback in Secret of Mana, so that's something that I really enjoyed when I learned that these two were actually in the same series. Well, that one died immediately, which leads me to believe that damage is not consistent, but is, variable. And I've been poisoned by the Mises again. You know how much I hate Mises, guys? I hate Mises to pieces. Hashtag Mr. Jinx, hashtag Pixie and Dixie, hashtag isn't that Hanna-Barbera? I can't remember. Like sucked the mouse to me to poison me. That's rude. I have no more pures, so we're just gonna keep using the candy. It looks like I have fallen into a hole. I didn't realize that could happen, I forgot. Tira, does that count as Fall 2, or are we only counting falls in terms of storyline? I am inclined to lean towards the latter. I love me some Hanna-Barbera. I felt like those were like some of the best cartoons growing up. Much as I am a fan of Donald Duck, Goofy, and Mickey. If it's my call on whether that's a fall or not... Let's keep track of them separately. Okay, I see where I am now. At least it lets me keep the So that's 1 player death, 2 story death, 1 story fall, 1 player fall. Was there anything else we were keeping track of? I'm blanking. Oh yeah, 1 really bad typo. Tiro wishes they could make a Laugh Olympics game, Smash Bros. Or Mario Party style. I'm blanking on the reference. I'm assuming that's Hanna-Barbera related. I've heard that before. Regardless, I absolutely would love the opportunity to beat up, I guess, Wally Gator as Huckleberry Hound. Actually, I'm never gonna catch up, I don't think, not at this rate. Gone right yet. So let's try that first. I'm still good on time for the moment. I think that we'll finish this right on schedule. Whereas Fragmaster would have said in Something Awful's sequel to Doomhouse, right on schedule. Obscure reference. If you're a fan of really, really bad videos, intentionally bad, I recommend it. Circa circa 2000 something. I want to say like 3, 4, 5, something in that era. Tiro adds, yes, Laugh Olympics is a Hanna-Barbera show. Basically, it was Olympic Games with all HB characters. Teams were the Yogi Yahooies, with animal characters, the Scooby-Dooies, featuring teen and superhero characters, and the Real Rottens, who I'm almost certain probably had the likes of Dick Dastardly on it. Please tell me that's the case. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. Ominous crystal balls. That tells me that we're probably getting close to the end. No, I don't need any candy. Let's just put fire back on. Thank you for the tweet regarding Laugh Olympics. I'll check that out in a little bit. I found Nanami. Hello, Maverick Wars. There's nothing wrong with the collar. This is just a Game Boy game. I looked at various color palettes, and I just determined that black and white was probably the best way to go. Oh yeah, no, Tiro, the chat didn't get cut off. I just neglected to mention that it was the villains. I got distracted by the hopes of Dick Dastardly being on that team. Oh, Maverick Wars was joking, and I am gullible. Fair enough. Welcome to the stream. We're near the end of the first episode, but I do appreciate you stopping in and chatting. You know what I haven't done in a while? I haven't saved. I haven't saved in 2 levels, that's a travesty. MP, so I either need to sacrifice my ether or kill what I can to get a level up. I really forgot how much I really love this game. I always forget. I love the series in general, honestly. Pillow. Yes, we will be using those pillows, but I'm saving them for some particularly nasty enemies that I really want to put to sleep. Maybe even a room full of these magic dudes. Magic damage only dudes. No, never mind, I'm about to get a level up. There we go. Yes, Maverick, we did discuss this earlier. Final Fantasy meets Zelda. It's definitely a combination of the two. I'm not sure how my power and wisdom got lower than my stamina and now can't catch up. I think what I actually have to do is raise my wisdom above the others. Maybe not. I'll do the math later, it's not that important. I'm more worried about power and wisdom than the other stats. Hey, a path I didn't go yet. I'm certain this'll be a dead end. There goes most of my magic. Maybe not, but a big chunk of it. Power. Unlimited power! Say a little shout out to my friend Jake, who is a crazy big Star Wars fan. And it is the actor who played Emperor Palpatine's birthday today, from what I hear. So, happy birthday, Emperor Palpatine. Presents. Unlimited presents. Not good. Okay, we'll just save the magic that I do have. Throw some of these away. Do I have any candy left? No, I don't. Let's do a really quick sorting session. Put my cures near the top, but not at the top. Key. Definitely want keys and medics up top. This candy I'll throw away so I can pick up whatever is in there. And these crystals. I don't remember what the crystals do either. I want to say that they raise my special attack. And wisdom probably makes my magic better. Looks like we're pretty much filled in the map, so let's go ahead and save. I'm gonna take my chances by killing these guys, just because I want the experience / possible items. And maybe on the way back to the entrance I'll get another level. Not gonna happen. Well, that's my victim! And we've got our first vampire boss. We'll definitely see this guy in higher resolution during Secret of Mana. Free heals PLZ. This guy's not so bad. Oh hey, his bats get absorbed by my shield. That's good to know. If I'm facing the right direction, they do. Fire! That's not good at all. I don't trust waiting on her to heal me. Let's try to use this cure super fast. And that was possibly life-saving. Okay, Tiro mentions that a crystal is the instant attack bar, so I want to save those for possibly the next boss. And now those pillows are completely useless, because I've just gotten a sleep spell. Wendell is to the south. Let's hurry. Can't complain about that. Can't complain about that at all. Let's definitely hurry. Can't sleep on that bed. And these people say nothing new. And we got about 20 to 30 minutes left, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep progressing a little bit. Heals down. And now I'm just going to tear through things, which I'm fine with. It gives me a chance to run back up north to that shop. That's one of the things I was going for. Oh wow, that's a cluster. Well, what can we buy first? That's what's important. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of this. Sell these pillows for a hefty fee. This bronze I will never ever use again. 2 wisdom, 2 crystal, 2 ether, 2 cure. Let's go with that. 2 matic. And let's get 2 keys. And let me check my inventory. See how full I am. I am totally full. I have 2 slots, so I'm not even going to buy anything else because that's just going to be a waste of... I'll probably get items and just have to throw stuff away. Money in this game is almost never an issue. That's one big plus. I'm not letting you get away with that. Lizardmen. Lizardmen are so prevalent in JRPGs. I kind of wonder, like, where they originated. That has to be like a Dungeons and Dragons thing or something. And I do believe I could have come here earlier, but as I did not have the whip, I wouldn't have been able to press past this screen. That was actually kind of cool. Killing it as I whip across. Oh, I see brick. New enemies. Stronger enemies. Let's explore the basic terrain before we move on. Get a little idea for our surroundings. Get a level up. Okay, so wisdom is the one that's lagging behind right now. I got some gold. I won't swear to it, but I believe the only purpose of gold is just to sell. And we're at the bottom of this world map here. Let's switch to the axe. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. We can chop down trees. This game had a little bit of that in it as well. Which was a fantastic game. I mean, despite being pathetically easy, it at times did get difficult. I respect that. Hello, welcome to the Dwarf Cave. I like this little jingle. Watts likes the mine. He went there today, too. That's typo number 2 that I caught. Or was it typo 2? Let me reread that. Gaia has its own will and feelings. Okay. Yes, that was a typo. Okay. As far as Gaia goes, that will be making a comeback in future games. Checking time. We're still good. I've got plenty of time to explore the surroundings before heading into the town. The Gaia Pass leads to the Western Land. Well, I should hope so, because we don't have much world map to go to the Eastern Land. So, we'll remember that that is there. There's Gaia, staring us down. Thank you for the heals. Poison, poison, poison. I fully expect to get poisoned. Okay, I have a pretty good idea of this layout around here. That's the beach again. This is this screen. It doesn't look like I can get through there. I'll have to go around. We'll see a lot more of these crabs later. I think the crabs are actually in every Seiken Densetsu game. Because I have too many ethers. Let's just use up the cure. I don't need it that. Oh, just candy. Really? I do know that you can sequence break in this game. I'm not going to try it. Oh yeah, I'm forever behind in these. I think that's what just the case is. Once you choose stamina and will, you're not catching up. Oh hey, a house. Hey, poison. It's not even worth it to heal, I'm just gonna have her do it. An inn? Nah, I think I'm good. And what do we have here? Something that I probably don't want to deal with right away. It needs to be oiled. Okay. But yeah, I am pretty sure that that's just this general area, and we're pretty much good. There's nothing up here, correct? Nah, just a dude that I could have killed, but I'm not going to. shield isn't gonna block this dude. And while I'm killing these guys, I won't need the axe, so let's go with the sickle. I'm being really cocky. I need to not be doing this. We're just gonna go straight to chain and let her fully heal me. Hey, treasure! Nectar. I forget what nectar does. Isn't that just like basically a really good heal? Alright, we've arrived at Wendel finally. Sacred Town. We found Dwarf Cave a little early. Get rid of this gold. Ooh, 750, nice. In hindsight, I kind of wish that I had purchased the iron gear. Sibba is a sage who used to be a great warrior. Okay. And what do you have to offer me? Oh, hey, there we go. Didn't need to buy them early. Well, they would have been cheaper earlier. That's not a bad defense bump. Buy my junk. Buy my junk. I'm guessing what she means by that is that Sibba is north. Waterfalls make all of our rivers flow. The water springs from the root of the tree. And Mana is supporting our nature. That checks out with everything I know about this series. Oh, you have no idea, old man. It's super pretty. Hey, is that my buddy? Yes, it is. Hey again. I'm alright. And this is just a regular old inn. Save. This is Sibba. Bogard told him all about us, apparently. And it sure is the symbol of Mana. On that note, I think this is a pretty good spot to stop for the day. So, thank you everyone who came in, chatted with me in the chat, etc. I'm gonna go ahead and look into dinner and then take care of my Final Fantasy XIV for the night. I may go ahead and pop a stream up on that. If so, hope to talk to you all there. And Tiro, we will discuss via Twitter future plans, because Sword of Mana, I would definitely like to have you involved in that. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see all of you next time.